Hi there, this is Brandon and Parker from Bulldog Rooter. Today's date is August 29th, 2020. And what we're looking at right now is the main sewer line that goes down East Hills Court here in Spokane, Washington, 99202. Forgive me, I don't have the job number with me right now, but this is going to be for 3117 East Hills Court, again, Spokane, Washington. So yeah, what we're looking at right now is the main city sewer. Looks like we're out about 52 feet. So we were originally called out to this line. It was a backed up main line. We ran our cable down here 2 or 3 times and couldn't get it open. So we had to use the big commercial jetter for it. Basically, we determined that it was a sludge blockage after cabling it and not getting it open. We put our camera down to see if we could see anything, which we, of course, couldn't. So we came back with the jetter here. Again, we're at about 50 feet. It looks like this is going to be a 6-inch stub-in right here, concrete. And as you can see, kind of off to the right-hand side of your screen there, there's a very large separation in the pipe. It looks like where it connects to the hub. You know, you're probably going to collect a little bit of toilet paper and fecal matter there, just judging by how big of an offset that is. As we pull back, it looks like we're in a 6 or 4 inch concrete line right here. And there, off to the upper left hand side of the screen is our jetter hose. And then that white kind of gas is just methane sewer gas. So yeah, a little bit of what we got going on with this line right here is a bit of a flat spot. You can tell it's just holding water here. My camera lens is about 1.5 inches in diameter and it's about halfway filled up, so got about 3/4 to an inch of water standing there at all times. And what happens is you will have debris that will just sit there and it'll get a chance to absorb the water and turn into more of a sludgy consistency. As you can see right here, my camera's about all the way underwater. Just for record's sake, this belly starts at right about 48 feet. We'll pull back. So this belly itself looks like it lasts about 10 feet, give or take a couple feet. So yeah, that's what's going to be one of the main concerns in this line. Being that it is a concrete line, they are very durable. But when the ground begins to settle through heating and thawing over the years, it has a tendency to either go back graded, or it will actually gain grade, or it'll just sit flat. What I mean by downgrade is like a downhill slope. What I mean by backgrade is obviously the line would then drain back towards the house. Right here we're at about 32 feet, almost 33 feet. It looks like we have another little belly starting to form here. And it looks like it stops about 27 feet. Here before too long we're going to transition back into, it's going to be a cast iron line. That'll be found primarily inside the house or just outside the foundation wall. And here's where we tie into the cast iron. The cast iron looks to be in pretty shoddy condition right here. So basically what's going on here is a pitting. It's just naturally as the water moves through the bottom of the pipe, it will erode it over years. As you can see, there's a bunch of scaling right here, lots of material that I can push with my camera. So that's kind of what pitting is. It just kind of creates its own little pit right there, which again can also produce bellies. You can kind of see my camera just slid right down the middle of it, essentially. About 15 feet from the cleanout we're working out of. Looks like we might have a slight belly here due to pitting. Yep. Bunch more pitting there too. For a long-term fix, I would definitely either go with lining the pipe or just go ahead and do a full-on replacement. Lining is definitely going to be less expensive. but it all depends on the application and what we'd have to do to line it as well. Sometimes if we have to line, we got to dig into the pipe, say in the backyard or the side of the house, wherever the line may run, just to gain access for a spot to push through. And right here, looks like we transitioned back into black ABS, which is found throughout the house just by looking around. And we are about to pull out of the clean out. This is a clean out that we're working out of right by the washer and dryer here. Again, that was Parker and Brandon with Bulldog Rooter. Thank you for choosing us to do your video inspection.